Hey everyone, and welcome back to another 3D revolution. In this video we're going to be looking at traditional commonly used 3D printer filaments to find out which one is the most environmentally friendly and what options are available to make them an even better choice. These days there is a huge range of filaments available for FDM 3D printers. PLA, ABS, TPU, PETG, the list of acronyms is nearly endless. But which of them has the smallest negative impact on the environment? Well, ABS is one of the OGs of FDM, and it has been used in a wide range of applications outside of 3D printing, in a lot of keyboards, medical equipment, even Lego. However, ABS is so well known for its negative environmental impact that Lego is now moving away from it to biopolyethylene or BioPE, which is a plastic derived from Brazilian sugarcane. Even if you're not concerned about the fact that your ABS prints may still be around in 1,000 years' time, you may be less happy to know that they've been proven to release a considerable level of harmful particles whilst printing with it, which is literally poisoning you. Luckily, there are many other filaments available which are not only safer to use, they're actually easier to print with. One of the biggest competitors for ABS is PETG. PETG boasts not only many of the beneficial properties of ABS, it's also much easier to print and less prone to warping issues. The PET element of PETG stands for polyethylene terephthalate, which is commonly used for plastic drinking bottles. The G stands for glycol, which adds the durability and the strength to the material, making it a great alternative to ABS. You may be thinking, well, if most plastic drinking bottles are made of PET and pretty much all of them are recyclable, I can just recycle my PETG prints. Unfortunately, due to the chemical differences between PET and PETG, most common recycle centers won't accept them, even if you were to apply the correct recycle symbol onto your print so the material could be easily identified. This brings us to PLA. Now, this may not come as much of a surprise to many of you, but of the traditional 3D printing filaments, PLA is the most environmentally friendly. Typically made of fermented plant starch such as corn, it's produced using organic renewable resources and is technically biodegradable. This alone puts it way ahead of almost every other available 3D printing filament. Now, PLA is commonly referred to as a compostable material, but it's not quite as simple as that. Yes, you could technically put one of your PLA prints in your compostable bin in your garden, but it's going to take many, many months for that to start decomposing properly, and in drier conditions, even years. So if you're printing a lot of things out of PLA that are going to need to be disposed of, that's definitely not going to be an option for you. And even though PLA is produced using a plant-based plastic, it is not something that you'll be able to put in your food waste bin. It would simply just be separated and sent off to landfill. As a result, if you wanted to compost your PLA prints en masse, you'd want to look into industrial composting solutions near you who accept PLA. Industrial composts generate a considerable level of heat, which can slightly speed up that process. So check out an industrial compost near you which accepts PLA and find out how to drop off your prints to them. PLA is the clear winner here. However, due to the high demand for sustainable alternatives to traditional plastics, there is currently a global shortage of PLA, and that's also likely to start affecting the world of 3D printing very soon. So what can we do about this? Well, the best way to tackle a PLA shortage and environmental impact whilst continuing to print with it is to use recycled PLA. A lot of filament manufacturers have started producing recycled PLA, which uses a certain amount of virgin plastic mixed with recycled PLA scraps from their own production facility, therefore reducing both demand and waste. My favourite brand of recycled PLA is also just one of the best filament brands around, which is Filamentive. Not only do they sell recycled PLA, but every PLA product they sell is recycled, and to 87%, which means only 13% of that PLA is virgin plastic. Despite the high percentage of recycled materials, it's actually a really good quality filament. It's got a tolerance of 0.05 millimeters, and I've been printing it with it for years. I've got a reel on the go behind me here. It's great. I've never had any issues with it. But in addition to that, for every kilo reel of filament they sell, Filamentive both plant a tree and offset a kilo of carbon emissions. Lastly, all of their filaments, regardless of whether it's RPLA or PETG or ABS, they all come on cardboard spools. That is with the exception of their absolutely monster 8.5 kilogram reels. And that brings me on to the second thing you can do to reduce the footprint of traditional 3D printing materials, and that's to buy it on cardboard spools. But not only can you buy filament on cardboard spools now, you can also buy them on almost no spool at all. Prusa have recently released a test range of refill spools, which simply involve a cardboard tube in the middle and no sides. The idea being that you just remove the sides of a spool which you've already finished and slot them onto your new reel. Not only does this mean that no plastic is wasted on the reel, it also reduces the carbon emissions in shipping. An empty spool can weigh up to 300 grams, meaning that almost a third of the total weight is shaved off for shipping. As it's only in the early testing stages, it's currently only available in one colour in PLA and PETG, but they have assured me that, providing it's popular, they will be releasing a whole range of colours in the refill option. Of the real OG filaments, PLA is by far the most environmentally friendly, and if you opt for recycled PLA and cardboard spools, then they're extra bonuses. But things can always be better. In my next video, I'm going to be looking at a range of truly biodegradable filaments. Let me know in the comments if you've had any luck with local industrial composters that will accept PLA or other filaments, and make sure you share that with other people in the community. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got a lot more videos coming out, so I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks very much.